Start that. All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, the multi-time flag football champion, Daniel. What's going on, man?
What's up,
Hey,
Hey,
we in that weird dead period right here,
yeah,
post
hey,
All
this is
Star break, post Super
the
Bowl,
wait,
pre-draft.
the spot everybody wanted us to be in. Do they really know anything else other than football? Like,
Just barely, just
just enough to still keep going.
yep, just enough to keep doing the pod. So, oh man, but it's
No,
fun.
but
Go ahead, go ahead.
hold on. Yeah, I was about to say, before we start, like, only thing I want to say is they did air
Yours,
the.
I
I
did want
text
to
you
say
about it. I
this
don't
was
know if
going
you.
to
I
be
forgot to
the
ask you if you
battle of the
actually watched it or
pigs.
not. But they did air the five
They
man
did air
national
the. I did want
the
to say
world
this.
championship flag football that I was down at in
Yeah.
January that I said about. So they did air that this past weekend on CBS Sports.
Okay.
I wish they would have pubbed it better. So everybody else, since that is going to be in the Olympics for years, you would think they would pub it
Yeah.
better so everybody can see how it is in the format and things like that. So only
That
way
shit
you
got
would have knew is
buried.
if right, the only way you would have knew is if you knew somebody that played down there or follows it that tells you, hey, check it out, it's on TV right now.
It's on right now.
Like
Yeah.
so hopefully they do something better with the like promotion for it other than commercials for flag football and females and things like that.
They going heavy
Really
on
just
the on
yeah, they're going to have
promoting the
which
female
is okay,
version.
because a lot of colleges and high schools are starting to bring flag football and females back. But it's just like it is on the Olympics, so you need to pub both sides and then get ready for everybody to just actually know it. Because the only thing I see now is what NFL players is going to be on the Olympic flag team and X, Y, and Z. But
None.
if right, but if y'all would have actually been able to see the two teams that was in the pro championship
Yeah.
in on TV, then y'all would have been like, oh, that's flag, and oh, I don't think nobody's gonna be able to do that, or I think somebody can do that. You have your own takes on it.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just people who never seen it with a blind eye saying like, oh, I think Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson can do X, Y, and Z without actually knowing what the actually rules are and things
Right.
like that. So that's the only
Lamar
thing I got.
Lamar is different. We seen that. We seen him
Lamar,
a couple
but
times this
right,
year.
but I mean, with the rules and things, Lamar is just speed. His
Yeah.
speed and just thing can just
He just
translate
yeah,
anywhere.
that's what I was
Like
saying. He
it's
just so
like
fast. It don't matter what the
yeah,
fuck he
so he
doing.
can translate into anything that just says run that way and go do it. Like
Mm.
so, but that's the only thing I want to come up with, and then KU suck. But other than that,
I should have known it was coming, man. I should have known.
I ain't gonna blow the horn like you do with Texas and like the Texas and Texas and all. KU sucks. We all know it. I don't need to do it. Like y'all, we talk about it all the time. Like y'all suck.
I
So
can't believe it, bro. Like we got blown. Now, granted, BYU is a solid team, but getting blown out by
yes.
BYU
Oh,
was crazy.
BYU is solid. Okay, I guess, but it's KU. Like we're not finna do this. We're not finna say BYU is solid this year,
But
so
wait,
we
wait,
can
wait.
lose to them. No, no, no. We
Wait,
can't.
hold on.
No, we
BYU
can't
got
do
a top
this.
5 pick on their team right now, so
Okay, okay,
and he
okay.
nice.
But when Texas loses to Georgia in football, it's Texas is what's going on with Texas, and they got like all these top players, and then all of a sudden it's BYU got one top five player on basketball, and it's like they're solid. No,
Well,
we
hey,
can't do this.
to be fair, KU and Texas have one thing in common. They have a very specific thing in common. They have a
That
stiff white guy that's not living up to his expectations, dragging the team down. That's what it is. We have the same fucking problem. We got a
But you know what? You know what? Also, we have it. We
uh,
also got a Manning coming up. Y'all don't have
true.
no Manning coming up.
We just, but see, for basketball, I can feel a little better because you can always just have one good recruiting class. I haven't looked into the recruiting class for next year, but that's all it takes is
Yeah.
one good one,
Oh, okay.
and you back.
I get it. But this is not 2012 no more, Car.
I'm hey
NIL is BYU is going to be better next year because they're getting the number one overall player.
hey That's a good
like,
point.
so what
Texas
so,
is in the same place as KU. All right, just one's football, one's basketball. All right, we gotta accept it. We had good runs. It's starting to go a little bit. One of us actually, won a couple national championships. The other one didn't. But that's the side of it.
No,
We got a couple
we're not
national championships under our belt in the last 15
but
years.
pre NIL. Like now we can do pre NIL. Like
At 2021 wasn't that long ago. That wasn't that long ago.
Well, no. It seems pretty long.
When was the
It
last
seems
time
pretty
Texas
long.
won the championship? 2000.
We're not finna go on all that. We're not finna do all that. Like I didn't say anything about
Vince Young, 45 years old, bro.
Yeah,
you know what? I'll accept it. I'll accept the lumps, man.
See,
KU was down. It's weird. I don't know what happened, bro. I know what happened. The best player on the team fucking is soft.
Not even that. DeJuan Harris is boo boo.
How old is DeJuan? Is he one of those eighth year seniors?
I don't. His hairband and the headband, his hairband, everything make. He hooped like I'm about to go play pickup on 63rd and Swope or something like that. Like he's like, dude, what do you? 4 points and 8 assists. That's my stats in a regular 15 game to 15.
12,
like it's just like.
I know he a 5th year senior. I don't know why. Like I don't know, man. Bill Self always lean towards the older players, and it just makes the team weird.
Nobody wants to come to Lawrence to make money. Like if I'm gonna make some money, I'm gonna go to Florida. I'm gonna go to Texas. I'm gonna go to anything. Like Lawrence is definitely gonna have to start dishing out money.
Yeah,
if they want people.
Straight up, they're
not giving money to Blue Bloods no more. Like it's
I
Kansas.
Him,
nobody's coming to Kansas for $1 million. It took BYU $7 million to get the number one player. What you think Kansas is gonna have to do?
This shit sucks, bro.
Kansas basketball about to be Kansas football real quick.
Now think about it. We had 6 people transfer in, and we signed 3 top 50 freshmen.
Oh, so we opened up to top 50. Okay, cool.
But wait, hold on. But I just wanted to point out, Passmore don't start. He don't play.
Right. But he's transferring.
But Badunga, however you say his name, he don't start. He don't. He's the backup to Hunter Dickinson. He was the number 14 recruit in the class, and he's not fucking playing, bro. He's not start. I don't understand. Every time I turn on the game, I'm thinking, oh, the African dude on the team, that's the best play. That should be the featured player here. He should be going to the league. And then it's like, oh, I forgot. He comes off the fucking bench.
I got a 7 foot
to
guy
a 7th year senior who doesn't box out.
Who does at all,
bro?
At all?
Did you? Once I pointed out, did you see that shit? It's like
I seen it all year.
7 foot.
At the beginning of the year, I used to bet over on his rebounds. And I'm like, this dude can't.
Said that, yeah.
He can't get 7 boards, and I really watched guards get rebounds over him. I'm like, I can't do this.
He just stands there and watch. He's a ball watcher. You just watching the ball. Put your body
it's like
on
he
somebody.
Can't read it. He can't read it off the rim. Or
when he does box out, he don't look at the ball at all. He just face up boxing out. Like, bro, you can't. You're 27 years old or whatever the fuck you are. You can't have made it this far. It was in the Player of the Year discussions last year, and just you don't even box correctly.
It's the worst thing to watch, to be honest. It's actually pretty pitiful. Like I hate watching 7 foot centers.
Yeah,
can't get like 10 rebounds. Like you should be able to get 10 rebounds every day, every game. Day. Like if I was his coach, I'd be like, if you don't get 10 rebounds a day, you're never playing for me again.
Yeah, you 17. I was like, you should be averaging 15. This is your 6th year in college.
But what did I text you? Somebody's gonna give him a chance in the NBA just because he's 7'2".
Of course,
he played at Kansas.
He'll be one of the Plumleys, just in there, just. You get 5 minutes in a game.
He's gonna have a 2-way contract from a G League to the NBA and come in whenever they want it.
And then, then his whole career will be like him. Bronny punched on him in the G League, real crazy. That'll be what we remember his whole career for.
Yeah, basically.
When Bronny just fucking killed that guy.
Yeah, the dick guy.
Yeah, like something big, tall, goofy white guy that don't box out. Ah, it sucks. Yeah, KU's in a bad spot, man. Fuck.
Shout out to Zeke Mayo. He's trying.
He trying. It's only so much you can do, bro.
There's only so many threes you can hit when you can't really shoot.
That too. And what's his name? Adams. He be out there trying too. He just not enough college basketball. Technical difficulties. But we back.
Back at it.
Where should we? Let's just start with this conversation is never ending, right? This conversation about the NBA is never ending, bro. Like, why? I think right now that watching basketball, the teams, just the overall narratives, kind of, if you're not paying attention to the mainstream narratives, but like basketball nerd talk even is a lot better this year than it has been the past probably 3 years, I would say. Probably since COVID, when everybody was just happy that basketball was back, like that we just didn't end the season with nothing. Like, I feel like this year is the best watching experience night to night for me so far. Just watching, you can just turn a game on. I feel like in every game there's something to watch. Compared to even the bad teams are more fun to watch this year than they were last year. Or is that just me?
Nah, I feel like it's more blowouts.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's a lot of blow. Either a team's winning big or losing big. Like, I mean, from a person who bets on basketball every day, so a betting standpoint, players, it's kind of weird because it's more evened out as for like, you remember, because I do text you a lot when I be like, wait, hold on, these standings look kind of weird. Like, so it's just like, especially in the West, it's just like, huh? Like, when did Memphis become number 2 in the West? It's like, I remember I texted you, a month and a half ago, and Houston was number two. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, what? So I do like the aspect of there's a constant shift in the top 5 and the run to, it's not like, well, at least in the West, the run to the playoffs is going to be fun. The East is kind of like the top 4 is kind of like here instead.
Yeah.
But it's still, we got to figure out what to do with players just not playing and figuring out, like, because that is really a big thing. Like, either they're going to shorten the season, which I've heard, or just somehow, if these players want to make that much money, force them to have to. You 26 years old, you can play back to back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't care. Like if a player in the NFL can come back from an ACL injury and somehow play a week, 2 weeks in a contact sport, you can play back-to-back games from a calf strain.
That's a good
point. I'm sorry, like, and that's the issue with the NBA right now. It's not that, like, the game, when everybody plays, the games are good. Yeah. It's when everybody doesn't play. And I get it. And I get it. Oh, we getting some of these stars. Look, some of the bench players we don't know about, and trades are better because, look, he might be better. I don't care. I don't care about who's the 12th man or a 2-way contract that finally got a spot and he dropped 20 on the game. Yeah, he also dropped 20 on somebody who also was a 12th man. Like, so it ain't like he did it on somebody special. Like, true. So it ain't like when Jeremy Lin came in off the bench and dropped 20. That's why Jeremy Lin's thing was so good, because he came in off the bench and was doing it against other stars.
Yeah, true.
Like, so it's just like, that's where we need to get back to, where we have to force these players to, and I don't want to have to sound like that. The stars have to play and things and it sucks, but I think Kawhi Leonard did it. It was his fault.
No,
it was Kawhi Leonard
before that.
But it might have been before. It might have been before that. But like, when I really started, I ain't gonna say really started, but like when basketball people, like, the world really started getting into it, because Toronto finally won a ring and things like that, is when Kawhi Leonard won that ring, and then he just started. And then the Clippers was like, "Oh, we can rest you. Come here and you can get as much rest as you want."
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then we give you max steel. And just like, then all these other players like, well, Kawhi's making $40 million a year and resting every other day, we should be able to too. And then it just started going crazy. Like, and it's just like, and then it's, I don't want to have to pin it on one guy, but that's in my mind, as far as back as I can go, that's where it started. Like, it maybe started before, but that's how far my mind in basketball and resting goes with Kawhi Leonard. Because he's like the biggest star when it came to like load management and super max win.
Cause
So I
when
don't, I,
there was
the,
a go ahead, go ahead.
no. I was going to say what you said. There was what?
Well, because there was a famous moment on the Spurs, maybe in like 2000 when they was getting old, so like 2010, somewhere around there.
11, 10, 11, 12,
And
run that range.
it was like the end of the season, and they were supposed to be fighting for like seeding or something, and Pop just sent, and it was like a big game. I just can't remember. I was trying to look it up, but it was like a big game, and Pop basically did some shit where he just where they said some bullshit like Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan got like stuck in the airport, but really they just never came to the game. They never left home. But he gave them some BS thing basically, and it was all just to rest them because it was like a back to back, and then they had like a 4 day stretch. So if they didn't play today, they didn't play for like a week straight, and they actually got rest like before the playoffs. And that was the first moment I remember people actually talking about it, where it was like guys are just literally taking off, and people had a huge problem with it because it's like, if you can play, play. And then now we've gotten so far where you got this, where it's like, is Joel Embiid even in the league?
Right. That's what
He is, and he has played a lot more than you would imagine he's been playing, but you wouldn't know, because when the fuck do you know if he's playing, if he's not playing? That's why they tried to do this shit with the 65 games. You can't get all NBA or any awards or anything, but people don't care about that when some of the superstar guys are like, none of that matters if you gonna ding me for not playing in the playoffs. But to go back to my point where I was saying, I think the league is even better even in that, because the guys that really matter right now, outside of probably Ja, is the first person that comes to mind, that's just kind of been randomly sitting games out, playing 20 minutes in a game where they're like up 5 and then he just doesn't come back in the game. But like, other than that, like Tatum and them been playing, the Cavs and them been playing.
Well, Tatum minutes done dropped too, though.
True, but they blowing teams out, so that's slightly different. But like, a lot of the guys been playing. Shea been playing a lot. Like, Joker been playing a lot. Bron been playing a lot. It just
but those Joker and Bron, Bron
always play a lot.
And then and people need to, and that's why they need to respect that man's game. Like, come on, dog, 40 years old, still top 10 in minutes played. Like, stop playing with this man. But still, like, Joker playing a lot is because they not as good as they used to be. I
guess I should say this year is more interesting. Regular season,
right? Regular season wise, it's more balanced.
Yeah.
So as for like,
you're more likely to watch some of these games, and especially some of the big games too.
Well, yeah, and I'm tuned in. Don't get me wrong, I'm tuned in. Like I said, I 1-800 bets off. Like, I probably need to call them if I need to. Like, but but I do. I bet on like, but I do. I don't go crazy betting, but I bet on it because I tend to fall asleep during games, so I kind of bet on games so I can stay up and watch it. So it's just like so. But so it's just like. But they're like last night, Detroit and Boston, good game,
crazy.
The Detroit won, and I'm glad Detroit won because Kendrick Perkins said Boston won the championship. He crowned them the champions a week ago, and I was kind of like, you kind of lame. The Boston Celtics are the 2025 champions. I was like, that's kind of lame, dude. Why would you do that? Like, that's lame as hell. Then you named every team in the East, talking about they not beating them. It's like, and you name one team from the West? Like, it's 6 teams in the West right now. He's like, nobody in this game 7. You sure about that? Boy. Because it's every what? It don't matter, dude. Like, they do have the best starting 5 because they spent $1 billion on their starting 5. Like, yeah, you better have the best starting 5, and then, but you never know. But still, like,
Because
I don't know.
it was weird because Perk said that because they blew out the Knicks. But the
The Knicks,
Cavs blew out the Knicks too.
the Knicks aren't that
The
good
Knicks don't play defense very much at
at
this point.
all.
So it's like if the and when was that? That was
And
last
guess
Friday. So Friday,
Josh Hart didn't even play that game.
but think about that.
You crowned
Friday,
in a
the Cavs blow out the Celtics Friday. The Celtics turn around, blow out the Knicks Sunday,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like,
But
oh, the Celtics are unstoppable. Wait, the number one team in the East blew them out too. Blew out the Knicks also.
but the thing about
Josh
it,
Hart too.
and this is why I dislike sports media, people on TV, this "what have you done for me lately"
He didn't play
shit
in that game
and
either.
everything. Josh Hart did not play that game, and he is a real vital piece on that Knicks team.
Yeah, he does everything.
He's literally 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
He does everything for them.
Like, so it's just like if he's not on the court that game, you need about two and a half people on that roster to make up from him not being there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, stop doing this, dude. Like, stop. Just because they blew the Knicks out without Josh, that's a big piece. That's a real big piece. So, like, why did you, like, and then as a sports commentator on TV, you should have been the first one to notice that. But no, but instead of saying Josh Hart never played, let's see when Josh Hart come back, you just crowned them the champion. And that's why I don't like sports media, because y'all do this every fucking, it kills my soul.
And a big part of that
I hate
too,
it.
It's crazy because they said that and they just hit a bunch of threes. Now that's their whole game plan. The Celtics'
That's their
whole game
game.
plan.
That's
is just
that's their game.
chuck 50 threes a game. But also it's like they have nights where they miss.
Right.
It's
Okay,
there.
So okay, if the Celtics game plan is all hitting threes, just theoretically, let's go on three. Theoretically, if the Celtics make to the finals and they just hit a lot of threes, I think Houston can stop them from hitting a lot of threes. That young, athletic defensive team, like people sleep on Houston's. Is Houston not? Are they going to make it to the finals out the West? Probably not. But they're a real good defensive team. And I think in the 7-game series, it's going to be way harder for them to beat them than people think. Like, it's just like the West is, I feel like the West is, I don't know. I just feel like, I know the Celtics won last year and you got to give them their props, and they are a good team. The Cavs are a good team. They're winning without Darius Garland. Like, they sit like Ty Johnson or Ty Johnson or Ty Jones. Tom Jerome. There's one of them, JJ.
Yeah, Ty Jerome.
He's coming off the bench going crazy. Like, they have talking about Peyton Pritchard, $6 million a year. Like, they got one over there too. Like, so
it's a great matchup.
Yeah,
they play tomorrow.
It's a better matchup than people think.
Yeah,
like
they match up everywhere. Like, except, they match up. Almost
is that the 1-2 right
opposite.
now?
Yeah, they match up almost literally opposite. We got two good guards, a bunch of random wing players. You got two great wing players and a bunch of random guards.
Right.
Can Mobley do work? That's
the real thing. Like, if Mobley does what Mobley do, which is average. Well, him and Jared Allen been averaging double doubles. So just like, the thing about it
with the Pistons, they got out rebounded by 20 rebounds. It was like 30. I think the Celtics got 30 rebounds in the game. You know how crazy that is to go play 48 minutes and your whole team get 30 rebounds.
But we also can. So you see how we hyping up? Oh, the Pistons beat the Celtics. Jaylen Brown didn't play.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I know. But it's
so
still,
just like
we got bullied. You still got bullied,
right?
Though. That's where.
But we could do the same. But we could do the same thing right now. How Perkins did the Knicks. It's just like, look, the Pistons. Look, the 2025 champions. They just beat the Celtics. Look at them. They just bullied them. And it's just like that. No, Jaylen Brown didn't play.
They did win. That was their 8th win in a row, and now they're the 6th seed.
They are on the run. They
went from the 9th seed to the 6th seed, bro. Like,
hey, side. To be honest, if you are a betting guy like I am, Jalen Duran double probably hit every night, and then they always sit his points at 11.5 and 12.5. You probably want to put that down there. Yeah, and you put that on there too because
board, bro.
Yeah, Jalen Duran's a real good double. Put on him, Mobley, and Jared Allen. I put on tickets all the time for double doubles. Listen to me now. But
He literally averages 11 and 10.
yeah,
That's
he's a
funny.
walking dub. He's
Uh,
literally a walking dub. So yeah, but the East is
it's weird.
I think it's weird, but it's more predictable than the West.
Oh,
The West is gonna be.
yeah.
I guarantee you. You pull up playoff views at the end of the season, like who has more. The West is gonna have way more
It's
views
not
because it's
even
just like
remotely close.
it's gonna be predictable with the Eastern Conference run. Like
Because right now you would have, let's just say you have Orlando, Miami, Atlanta, Chicago. So Magic, Heat, Hawks, Bulls are in the play-in. If we just say Magic and the Hawks are healthy, because I don't think the Heat are good at all. So let's say it's Magic, Hawks are the 7-8. Right now you would have Cavs, Hawks. Nobody's watching that. You have Celtics, Magic. Again,
nobody's
nobody's
watching
watching
that. No.
that.
Oh, that's those might be both 4-0-5 gentlemen sweeps
Yeah.
easily.
You got Knicks, Pistons.
I'll watch that.
Now we're talking, yeah.
I'll definitely watch
And
that
then
one.
4-5 is Pacers, Bucks. Yeah, it depends.
I don't even want to watch the Pacers. Why do I have to be subjected
because
to watch
they
them
win
every
games.
year? Why? Why do they win? Like it's been like this
Because
since
Tyrese Halliburton
2000.
is solid. That's
It's
why.
been like this since fucking Paul George and Danny Granger. Somehow they always a top team in
Yeah,
the
top
East,
5
and then
seed.
and then they just always just like, what are we doing? Like they always get some light skinned guy who runs their team.
Some 6'7" light skinned dude. Yeah,
It's just like, what are we
that shit.
doing?
That's funny. But yeah, and it's like so. Then do that with the West. You got
That play in is gonna be
the playing
crazy
is
with the
crazy.
West.
Wolves is 7, 8, 9, 10 is Wolves, Warriors, Mavericks, Kings. The Suns
Yeah,
are 2 games out of the 10 spot.
right.
So if they
And
make a run, they go to 10. Now all of a sudden we talking Suns, Mavs, Warriors, Wolves is the play-in. We starting
right.
at crazy shit. So let's assume that the 2 with the best record right now, well, Mavs, Warriors, Wolves, they all 1 game apart. They're all a half game separate. Like
See, the Mavs, if they don't get healthy, no. But if they get those
all
three
3
big
bigs,
men back,
it's gonna be
it's gonna be pretty. I like Lively, and I said it when they trade. I like Lively, Gafford, and AD. Man, like I said, they was gonna be
we'll
a
get
good.
to them.
Like
Let's go through the we can talk about Mavs, Lakers, and break the whole thing there because I got a lot I want to say about the Mavs and the Lakers and all that shit.
I mean, I said it. I like the trade. I like for both teams.
I still don't, but I'll tell you why in a second. So let's say it's just where it is now. So 7-8 is Warriors Wolves. So you have Thunder Warriors.
Oh,
Yes.
so where is Gobert at? Is he playing?
No, he ain't been. I don't know. I don't know if he's hurt or not, but I don't think he's been playing for like
I just said
at least a week.
That's what I said. Where is he at? Like, what do we do? Like, is he hurt? I haven't seen anything about
Well,
it.
they're better without him.
Well, yeah, they traded the wrong bid.
Yeah, you definitely traded the wrong guy. He is. Yeah, he's hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Talking
there
about
we
he's
go.
still not finna play the next game.
I mean,
Yeah.
more shots for
Back
Ant.
spasms. Julius Randle ain't been playing either. They say, "Hey, y'all get the fuck out the way. Y'all making this team trash. Go sit down so we can at least try to get into the playoffs."
But I've never understood that back spasm injury. Like, I feel like I've had back spasms and played baseball, and I had to swing a bat.
That's
so it's just like,
much worse.
Like, so I don't understand. Like,
well,
is that
the
really an
is
injury?
probably,
like,
I can see how it's worse in basketball because you're just running the whole time versus baseball where you get a chance to kind of relax for a second. You know what I mean?
No, I still got to stand out there. Like, it's just like, if I get back spasm just standing in the outfield, like,
oh no,
I don't know. I've always thought back spasms was kind of like
it
what?
ruined Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady had back spasms for a year straight and just never was the same after that.
Maybe it wasn't the back spasm they get. And I don't understand what it is. I maybe have to Google what a real back spasm is and what it looks like or something. Because I just feel like it's like a muscle cramp or something. Like, what is a back spasm?
I have no idea. I ain't never got a back spasm.
I don't know. Maybe we have. It's just minor or something.
True,
like,
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
Or maybe it only happens for 6 foot over people.
yeah,
I
for
don't know.
7 foot tall dudes. So Thunder Warriors. I'm watching that. You got to watch that.
Why wouldn't you?
Of course, yes. That would be the 1-8.
That'd be 1-8.
Yeah, 2-7
That
is
game that's gonna go crazy. Thunder Warrior.
yeah, it would be
Oh
sick,
shit, that's
bro.
gonna go crazy.
2-7 would be Grizzlies Wolves. I'm watching that. Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards going back and forth. Watching that.
Hell yeah, John Moran. You mean Desmond Bain? No.
Desmond, yeah, the whole boy. 3-6 is Nuggets Clippers. That's a weird one,
That's pretty weird.
but I can see the Clippers making it. If it's Kawhi playing,
Oh,
that's
if it's the back to back, we don't know.
That's a yeah. Is Kawhi playing? I feel like
Maybe
been
back
asking that question
spasms.
for 10 years now. And then 4-5 is Rockets Lakers, which would be like a fun, weird, especially with Luka now. Like that's a weird, crazy game.
That is very weird and crazy. Like Rockets Lakers would be.
I don't know what the fuck. What to expect?
The Rockets is like the Rockets remind me of like it's like the West team of the Bulls. The Bulls is like the Eastern version of like the Rockets.
We're just kind of a bunch of guys, and you got like sections of the team that play good together, and then just random pieces also, and you got to figure out
because who to think Josh Giddey was damn near about the average going into the playoffs 20-15. Like dude been going fucking crazy. Like it's like what are we doing here? Like but I really like watching the Rockets play.
Yeah.
Like
and they running, they play defense.
They run. I like the twin. I like both the twins actually. Yeah. The one that played for the Pistons. They both fit their team well.
Yeah.
Like can't tell them apart. I can't. I don't look at them enough to know them apart. I just know that they both play real good. So one averages damn near triple double, and the other one just goes crazy in it whenever right. So
honestly, but yeah, like the East playoffs. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Even if nobody's watching till it's Celtics,
Cavs.
That's it. Nobody cares right now.
Well, they might watch it when it's Celtics versus Knicks,
something like that.
And then Cavs versus Pistons. I don't know. The Pistons came down, or Bucks, or I don't. The Bucks are so.
They traded Chris Middleton for Kyle fucking Kuzma, bro.
That was so disrespectful.
And then Bobby Portis is out now because he was on fucking PEDs. Like, what? He's on fucking steroids. What are we talking about?
No wonder his eyes were so wide every time he was looking. Just like, oh, what are you doing? Just like, why are you looking at me so hard, buddy?
You got roid rage, shooting threes from half court and shit.
He'll be back by playoffs, though, right?
I think so. I think it's like
they
2 or
25
games before playoff time.
Yeah, so he'll be back. But it's just like, so they traded Middleton, somebody who was more of an all-around player, for somebody who was more of a scorer. And then the coach said the reason why they got Kuzma was because he sped up the game. Like he speeds the game up. Basically, we played too slow.
Old. Yeah, you called him old.
Basically, yeah. That's what he said.
To be fair, he hurt a lot. That's not. That's fucked up.
But Kuz he's went 15-6 with the Bucks, and he ain't averaging
solid.
20, 25, and
let's be honest,
like he did with the
he's a goofy player.
Yeah, well, yes.
Like that's the problem. Like, you got Kyle Kuzma, he can shoot the ball, he can handle
the ball.
That's
what Washington wasn't nothing but a goofy group of players. Like you had
real winning. If LaMelo Ball is not a winning basketball player, then Kyle Kuzma definitely isn't a fucking winning basketball player.
Well, no, just like Jordan Poole. It's just like you out there just hooping.
You hooping.
You just hooping.
Yeah, you
just hooping.
You not there. You not here. Like in crunch time, are we really counting on Kyle Kuzma? If you playing the Knicks, you got Kyle Kuzma out there.
It's like one of those players. Like, damn, y'all got whooped by. Y'all in the locker rooms like, bro, we just got whooped by 30. I was hooping. Yeah. Like I was hooping.
See,
I
always base the second and third player, how good they are, based off how does it sound if I told you that something happened, right? Like if I told you, hey, Austin Reeves just scored 50, you'd be like, all right, that's crazy, but okay, I can see that. If I told you that the Bucks played the Celtics and Kyle Kuzma had 40 and won the game for him, you'd be like, it's no way. There's no way that happened. You'd be like, ain't no way Kyle Kuzma took over against one of the best teams in the league.
No, it'd be Kyle Kuzma had 40. They still lost and nobody else played.
That's what you would expect. Yeah, you wouldn't expect no Kyle Kuzma came through and had 40 and won him the game. That don't even sound right. But that's
Kuzma ain't won nobody a game scoring 40.
Exactly. But there's different people. Like if I said Jalen Williams for the Thunder did that, you'd be like, okay, that sounds right. You know what I mean? Jaren Jackson scored 30,
I can't even see them. I can't see none of them niggas scoring 40 either.
But
shit,
no, I'm saying just had a crazy.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. Yeah,
there's plenty.
They had
of
a day.
Yeah,
they had a moment.
Your third guy, Kyle Kuzma's your third guy.
Right, yeah. I mean, A. Reeves just had a 40-point game a couple weeks ago.
When they set everybody here 45. Yeah. But it's like the test of like, does that sound like it's a possible thing? If somebody said, hey, Josh Hart took the game over and won it for the Knicks against the Cavs, you'd be like, all right, okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I can see him going crazy.
I can see it. Not Mikal Bridges or something like that. It's like, not OG Anunoby.
But it's certain people where you're like, if your third guy is Kyle Kuzma, I feel like it's safe to say it's not happening for y'all.
No,
like that. You guys are a weird
that
team.
trade right there really was just like,
Perfect example. The Pacers. If somebody was like, hey, Miles Turner went crazy and the Pacers.
Miles Turner.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, Miles Turner took the game over in the fourth quarter, and the Pacers beat the Thunder. You'd be like, that don't even sound. It just don't sound right.
It's something that would happen. I mean, with the Pacers, you know what sound crazy is Halliburton going crazy.
Yeah, now. Remember when he had that is crazy. He had a stretch last year at the end of the year.
Last year, where he was going
into the regular season, he was dominating. And we was like, oh shit, this is the best point guard in the league right now. And now look, now it's just like, oh yeah, he's just Olay to the basket, and he might be good for 20 sometimes, maybe.
Barely that, but average like 17.
Like that's
17 and 8. He can't even get 10 assists no more.
Sometimes they give you 20, and that's what you're just hoping for.
And then he had 33 and 11 last night.
Yeah. See,
it's a bunch of J.R. Smiths in the league right now. Just like, I'm a hoop today, and then tomorrow I'm streaking.
It's the threes,
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And a lot of dudes ain't shooters; they're just shooting the ball.
But everybody wants to be a shooter.
Everybody's not a shooter, bro. You just shoot the ball a lot. You're not a shooter, though.
Well, it's like a bunch of hood niggas out here. Everybody want to be shooters, but they can't aim and actually hit their target. Yeah. So it's just like it's a bunch of niggas, lots of people that. It's a bunch of Talibans out there. Like, everybody's shooting the AKs, but they not hitting their target. Why do the Taliban never won a war? Because they can't aim.
Calling them. We should start calling them. Those are the innocent bystander shooters. Like, Halliburton is an innocent bystander shooter. He gonna shoot it. But it's gonna be a lot of other people get sprayed up, but not the target. Everybody.
It's gonna be a lot of niggas hitting their rebounds out there.
Boy. Yeah, it's like the league is crazy. To me, I think it's more enjoyable.
I call it a bunch of Taliban shooters out there. Boy, that's what it is.
Hit shit. We just out here hitting rocks, shooting into the side of a mountain.
And the coaches just let the shit happen.
Yep, because we ain't got nobody else.
At least the Celtics got shooters that shoot.
All right, here. Let's go. I hate to use the Bucks, but their roster is so weird. So who else do you want shooting on the Bucks? We got Giannis. You want him shooting? No.
Fuck
Dame,
no.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Bobby Portis. Wait, they kept Chris Middleton? No, I was about to say, why is he on here? What the fuck?
But say no, he literally played last night with the Washington.
Okay, you want Brook Lopez shooting the threes?
1 or 2. But it has to be a straight up, like, at the top of the key type of shot. It has to be top of the 3, top of the key shot, and he can get 3 max 3-pointers, and that's it. But he can shoot 3. That's about it.
Do you want Gary Trent Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Taurean Prince?
I I don't want no junior. What they daddy shoot like? What?
This team,
Like,
bro, the Bucks team is so put together. It's put together so horribly.
it's
Horribly.
it's put together like,
Giannis and Dame gotta do something. Go do
bro.
something. Do something,
It's put to,
please.
it's put together like a rec team.
Just a bunch of
Like
dudes.
it's I got these two guys and we just got everybody else. Let's go. Like, and we gonna give y'all a young nigga like that we know that can hoop, but he really don't listen to nobody. He's just gonna be out here hooping. He's just like, so y'all can't get mad when he throw up a three or two because
He's the
that's what he
third
do.
scoring option. Yeah, this is your third scoring option, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, but Kyle Kuzma is your third option. So if Giannis and Dame ain't feeling it tonight, we gotta feed Kyle Kuzma. All right.
And
Hey.
he definitely gonna take it. If the
Oh yeah.
if Dame and Giannis ain't feeling it, and the coach be like, "All right, Kuz, it's your time." This man, y'all might as well just take that
Bro,
L.
did you see what he was? Did you see what he was doing before they traded him? What happened? Like what he said in the media and shit. He literally was
No,
like, he said it to a
It's your
reporter.
number one broker with
He was like, I'm tired of just playing a role. He was like, if everybody else, I think he was talking about Jordan Poole, but he was like, everybody else out here just taking whatever shots and playing however they want. He was like, I'm just gonna start doing that too now. And then he had
that
like
sound like a Washington team.
And then he had like 30, like 3 times in like 2 weeks, and they traded him. It was like,
So
what the
basically,
fuck just
so
happened?
basically, it was a group of fucking players. That like no assists. We just all if you get the ball,
Just
shoot
go
it.
do
Like,
it. Yeah, whoever gets the ball first.
And now Washington got like 5 big men on their team. Like I was just looking at that team, like why you got all these big men? Like
I
what
don't
do we do?
even.
Like y'all
Yeah,
just trade bait. Like y'all got Valanciunas been on their team, right?
yeah, for like two
No, he.
years. I think it's been. I think this is the second year.
I don't know. I think they just got another big man too. I'm just like, where did he come from? Like, bro, I just got
Oh,
surprised a week
Valanciunas
ago.
is gone.
No, who he play for now? I
Bro, what
swear I
the
just saw him
fuck?
on Washington. Like I was betting. I swear he was on Washington thing last night when I was about to bet on him. I was like, when did no? He played for Sacramento now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, it's Sacramento that I seen him on.
Yeah, because he New Orleans two
That's
years
so
ago.
weird.
Or
Yeah, New
that was
Orleans.
last year. Yeah. So yeah, it was just this year.
Wait, so he played for Washington and Sac this year?
Yep. So he was on Washington. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He was there. I thought he was there last year
Yeah, I
too, but
thought he
nah,
was too.
he was on the Pelicans still. He was on
He
Pelicans
just
for a
get
minute.
traded to everybody.
Yeah, that's one of those guys where it's just like I don't like where does Vucevic play right now? Can you tell me?
Vucevic. I don't even know which one that is.
The dude that played for the Magic for a long time. He was like their best player for while they was trash. He plays for the
Oh shit.
Bulls.
Okay.
He's on the Bulls, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The nigga he been averaging like 20 and
Yeah,
10
he's been
damn
averaging
near.
20 and 10 his whole career. Just nobody gives a fuck what Nikola Vucevic is doing.
He a walking dove to be honest too.
Yeah, he's nice, but it's just he's one of
Yeah,
those
it's like,
guys. Like
bro,
Valanciunas the same way.
I
15 and
just
10.
found
It's
it.
just
This is how much we don't care about the big man no more in the league. I literally just found out Nurkic played for Charlotte. I'm like, when did this happen? Like, I've been looking for this man for a minute. He just pop up on Charlotte. I'm like, when I'm betting on underdogs, it's like, here's Nurkic. I'm like, when did he get, like, trade deadline's over? When did this happen? Last night? Like, what is going
no,
on?
they cut him, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they waived him because he was so bad for the Suns. So it was like, fuck
But
it.
he,
Play Bobo. Fuck it.
but he wasn't bad for this. But they didn't play Bobo. They went from Nurkic to Royce O'Neal, and Bobo just took Royce O'Neal's spot.
God damn, this shit. The league is
That's what
see. This is why I say the league is back, man. That's why I think the league back. The fact that we care
No,
about Bobo, not care, but the fact that we can talk about Bobo, man.
the
The
fact
league's
that y'all
back.
just giving these big men up, like y'all don't need rebounds because y'all shooting so damn much.
This
Like
shit is
y'all,
so
like what?
crazy.
That you see how odd that is? We
Yes.
gonna turn to a shooting league,
Yep.
but we gonna get rid of big men and trade them around because who needs them? It's like
Yeah.
you do
But
because you shoot all the
keep
time.
some big men that can play enough defense and maybe shoot sometime. Maybe
Right.
you at least think he might shoot is enough to keep you in the league.
I want a
kind
big
of.
man that play on the wing more than I do on the
Yeah,
inside.
now. But it
but
can't
I
be too
need
small because
rebounds.
then you got Jokic who can do everything. So we need somebody to guard Jokic, but we need
I
somebody
really
that can move. The
right,
league
but
is
I really want to look up the stats of the difference from guards
With
and
the
big
best full
men
service
total
wealth
rebounds
management
from
skills
like
in the
20
biz.
years ago to now.
just how
Like
many missed shots
like
there are.
no, as in like how many guards average more rebounds now more than big men now than back in the day.
But you got to think a lot of long misses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, but you still got somebody like, I mean, Josh Hart's not a, what is he, a shooting guard, small forward type player?
Small forward, yeah, I would say
Shooting
small
guard.
forward, something like
Yeah,
that.
and he probably, how many big men you think he averaged more
He is
boards
in
than?
the top. He's 16th. He averages more rebounds than Evan Mobley, Clint Capella. Then Jason Tatum is right there. PJ Washington. He's 16th. He's in the top
Yeah.
half of rebounders, and he's
Top
6'4".
half, top, yeah, he's 6'4", he's 16th in rebounds.
He
What are we
averages
doing?
he averages 9, almost 10 rebounds a game, bro.
What are we doing? Like, you see what I'm saying? You got guards playing in the post more than big men are now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Whatever. I fucked it. Like, and this is exactly why I don't hoop no more, nowhere. I just watch, and I can't even.
Cause
I
look,
did
you
not go
got
on a rant like a week ago about how I hate watching pickup ball and shit
yeah,
because of that shit. Like,
and then think like, so how many of these guys are really just 6'8"? Sabonis,
don't get me started on his ass.
Shingun is 6'8", right?
And both of Sabonis and Şengün dropped from last year.
Bam Adebayo, Josh Hart, Jason Tatum is up here in the top 20. Amen Thompson
Yeah,
is 6'6". PJ Washington, LeBron, top 25 rebounder. Scotty Barnes, Miles Bridges is 6'7", 6'8".
six.
Josh
Yeah, yeah.
Giddey, how Josh Giddey is labeled as a shooting guard. Can we just get rid of that? The shooting guard, point guard. Can we just like how defensive end
Guard.
got
Just say
thrown
guard.
away? Just or
Right.
yeah,
And just
just
say
you on the wing. You either the point guard or you just on the wing. Like we shouldn't have this. You a big, a wing, or you
just
running
say
the
guard
one
for guard forward
point. Yeah,
or guard for or whatever the fuck big center. Like, do we even have
wing.
centers
Yeah, just
anymore? Like,
no. Just get rid of the forwards. Just all that. You either you a big, you a wing, or you a guard. Ta-da.
right.
Because
Yeah.
Josh Giddey being labeled a shooting guard when he basically plays the one most of the time. He's bringing the ball up the court most of the time. If it's not what's his name. It's like, yeah, there's shit like that. The league is getting, we just in a weird spot where there's no, exactly what you're talking about. The positions are starting to actually dissolve because everybody is 6'5". Most of the league is somewhere between 6'4" and 6'10".
Right. This is what we said before. It was like, it's going to be a point in time where you're not going to be able to be under a certain height
Unless you
and
are
hoop in the NBA.
dominant.
Unless you, yeah.
Like you got to be prime Russell Westbrook, just running through everybody, just completely unstoppable. Or I guess like fucking Jalen Brunson, where it's just
Right.
you just put it in the
Or
hoop,
or Steph Curry, where I can just shoot from anywhere on the
yeah.
court.
Like you got to be dominant, Ja Morant, like unstoppable to the rim. You know what I mean?
Right.
It got to be because you get in this weird place. Like Zach Edey is playing real minutes in the league, bro. If you would have told me that,
I told you that. I did.
I know, but
I
it's
did
like I can't believe it. I still can't.
I
believe
definitely
this
did.
Is
Like, you thought I was lying. I said Zach Edey was going to be in the league and he was going to be playing.
like Walker Kessler, Zubac.
Yeah.
Like what this?
Right.
As much as the bigs are,
And
like,
that's
going
exactly
away,
why
it's
I
like,
said.
what the fuck?
That's
is
exactly
this?
why I said Dixon is going to
Dickinson,
be
yeah.
in the league some.
You probably right.
Because he's 7'2".
Yeah, you're right. And he can move a little bit. Like he's fluid. Yeah. Fuck, that's great. Because it's like, all right, we got Dickinson on the bench to play defense on Wemby in the third quarter because our starter is tired. Yeah. And he's 7'2", and he can move just enough to not get totally cooked.
Right, and he can put his hands up like this.
Yep, he can reach and just put his hand in Wemby's face and actually reach his face and not get fucking completely lost on some weird crossover that this.
Yeah, Bobo literally.
Can we didn't do the pod last week, so we didn't get to say how sad it is that Victor Wembanyama is fucking out for the rest of the season. How sad I am, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's your boy.
it's rough too, and he's not eligible for any awards. That's the other thing because he played
No.
46 games. So he just this is basically now like in the history books. This season is just lost. It's just gone. Like he just didn't do shit. But he was basically defensive player of the year and one of the best players on offense, and it just won't amount to anything like in the history books. This is gonna be a weird one. I think people this 65 game thing that people are doing, I think is gonna fuck up a lot of the record books a little bit. Because right now, there was some crazy thing. There's like,
I don't know. Defensive player of the year would have been tough with Dyson Daniels doing what Dyson Daniels is doing
but they
because
were saying,
that man
well,
getting like
nah.
3 steals a damn game.
But guards don't never win because people
Is
base
he a
the shit
guard?
on.
What is
Yeah,
Dyson
Dyson Daniels
Daniels?
is a guard. He played it. He's a wing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, he's
man,
a
like
wing player.
6'5", like
Yeah, he's 6'6". He's a wing. He play in the 2 and the 3, so he's a wing. And he can guard 1 through 4 basically, but he's a wing player. But they don't give it to them because they don't generate the counting stats. Like he doesn't generate enough
right.
blocks.
I get what
to
you
say,
mean, like blocks and things
yeah,
like
like
that. Yeah,
Wemby was averaging 3 blocks or something crazy like that.
yeah. No, he was. He
And
was
that's
going
what
stupid.
people lean towards when you look at it. That's what people tend to pick over everything else. Yeah, Wemby was averaging 3.8 blocks. He was almost averaging 4 blocks a game. But it's like, man, it's sad.
Well, I hope so. Like, okay, I get it. Being defensive player of the year, 4 blocks a game, that's very good. But man, he's 7'5". I hope he can block 4 shots in 48 minutes.
Yeah, but nobody else is doing that though. That's the same size.
Nobody else is 7'5".
Hold on, let me. So there's what I was saying was there's so many people that are actually having decent years. Like Luka is not gonna be eligible for All NBA, any postseason, anything. So if he goes off and starts averaging 40 the rest of the year, takes the team to the finals,
It doesn't matter.
he can't win a fucking award. It just means nothing. Who is Zion ain't been okay, it's cool. Paolo's one of those where he makes one of the NBA teams, maybe he makes something.
Nah.
But Ja's not
Yeah,
eligible.
Ja not eligible.
Like there's so many people that are not eligible. Like I'm pretty sure if Giannis can like only miss there's guys out there right now that if they miss 4 or 5 games, they're ineligible too. And so
Right.
it's like I think they need to get rid of that. Like if you watch the games, you know who's really been playing and who's not been playing. You know what I mean? Like if he missed the first part of the season, I can't be eligible now because I missed the first 24 games. That's crazy.
Because there's an eye test and an impact level that goes with it as well.
That's what I think.
It's just like I impact the game very a lot when I'm there. So it's just like even though I played 62 games out of the 80, 82 games in 82 games. Yeah, my impact level was higher.
Way higher.
Even 50 games. This is like, yeah, the 50 games I played, we won 48 of them. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
that's to me. It's now we're getting silly because we're tiptoeing into a place where we're telling guys if somebody was to go into the off season hurt, come back, and so you're telling them basically they should rush back. You know what I mean? Because if you miss a certain amount of games, all of a sudden, like, okay, why would I even play hard in the regular season? Because it doesn't even matter anymore. I can't.
You're kind of forcing injuries now, basically. Yeah. It's kind of like people saying, like, AD kind of forced his way back on the court, and because he wanted to be eligible for those end of the season awards, and then that kind of hindered.
The contracts are directly tied
to the All NBA.
Yeah, you can't get a Supermax unless you All NBA or win an award. So then now we're just getting in a weird place where I think you're like the regular you're almost have the opposite effect where you're diminishing the regular season even more because people are gonna hit a point where, oh fuck, I missed 10 games already and now my knee is sore. I can't really take more time off. So now I'm just going to kind of play 20 minutes a game and we don't give a fuck if we are winning right now because we the 4 seed. And if we go to the 6th seed, it'll be fine. But I just can't miss games now because I want to be
because
all NBA. Like that's dumb.
it's
That's stupid.
because then now you're gonna give somebody else a All NBA
That
spot
don't deserve it.
who don't deserve it, but now they're eligible for a max contract.
Oh, perfect example with Wemby out. They took like people talking about Jaren Jackson Jr. is a perfect example. If
And now
Jaren
he about to
Jackson,
max out.
yeah, if he because he was like the front runner for defensive player of the year
Defense,
as
what?
soon as
Right.
Wemby went down, and if he wins defensive player of the year, they got to pay him the same contract that Luka was about to get, 340. The super like the real supermax,
Right.
350 million a year for Jaren Jackson Jr. because he won an award.
It's
And it's
kind of like
like,
the opposite of what the NFL need to do. The NFL needs to tie
yeah,
all pro and stuff to their
to the
max
contracts,
contracts.
yeah.
And the NBA kind of needs to go off of just like
What are you
impact
doing?
and
Yeah,
what are you doing and things like that. Because obviously now they're saying Luka can't get it, but we all know Luka's a max player.
yeah.
Like, what are we
That's
doing?
silly. Yes,
Like like
because the
we all
team
know
traded
Luka's
him,
like
he can't be a max player now. Or now, yes, come on, bro. That's so dumb.
yeah. So it's kind of like the opposite. It's just like so. It's a weird
Play less
standing.
games. To me, the
Yeah,
NBA
that's
is
all they need to
so
do.
simple. Play
If
less
65
games.
if 65 is your limit for a max con
72.
or
People have done the math, and 72 you play everybody in your division 3 times, you play everybody in the conference twice, you play everybody in the other conference once, and I think that's 72, something like that. People have done the math where it works out like that, where it's like here's where we every team plays each other. It's 72 games. And then I think when I was reading, somebody was talking about, they was like, the divisions play 3 times, and now you make it like the NFL where the divisions matter.
right.
And so you just go that way. So now instead of now you playing less games, but the divisions mean more. So then now you focused on those, which will make people want to play. And there's some divisions that are like really ridiculous. I don't know if you've ever looked at how the
I never
divisions
really
break
looked at the
down.
divisions in the NBA to be perfectly honest.
Like,
Like it's just
perfect
like
example. So in the East, there's only 3 divisions, right? In the
right,
NBAs or in the NBAs in the NBA. Like Eastern Conference, the Atlantic is right now like Celtics, Knicks are in there, and the 76ers if they were good again. The Central Division is the Cavs, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons, Bulls. They're literally all playoff teams right now. And then the Southeast is Magic, Heat, Hawks, and you would basically wait if you win your division over other people's records and shit like that because you won this division. So now instead of like if you had a situation where,
because the
you see what
NBA
I'm saying?
doesn't. Yeah, the NBA doesn't focus on really
It
division
don't
like
matter at
the
all.
NFL. They do conference.
Yeah, there's no purpose to having
So
divisions.
what's the point of having divisions when it's all conference? Like y'all do seven through 10 is the player. Now who gives a fuck? They might as well just do
And
conference.
see, right now, I'm pretty sure the way they do it, you play the division teams more than you play the rest of the conference teams, and then you play the conference teams more than you play the other fucking conference. So then
Right.
it's
It's
like,
just dumb. Like what's the point of we having
why do you even
why are we
have
having
divisions?
right.
Yeah, it's like if they don't mean anything. But
They
yeah,
don't
they
because
don't.
no they don't have division. I won the division banner like the NFL does. Like the AFC West
No, because it
champion means
matters. Because if
something,
you win, you make the playoffs.
right?
And I think they should do that where the conferences weight your seeding more so than others. Like it should like if the like right now Pacific division is Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Kings. That's 5, 6, 8, 10. But if they win that, you should weight them a little heavier than like the Rockets being 4 but second in their division. You could do shit like that, which when you say it out loud, it sounds like, oh yeah. So that would make the Lakers the 4 seed and the Rockets the 5 seed based off we won our division. So
Right.
we get weighted ahead of you, especially if it's a 1-2 game gap. Like it's simple shit, but less games makes all this shit. But they're never gonna make less games because they make too much money off
Right.
advertising within the games, and the owners don't want to open their
Well,
stadium up less.
but the thing about it is they can go to less games if they already have a play in season, a play in tournament.
Yeah, Yeah,
Like
just
if y'all,
yeah,
yeah, like
make
yeah,
it.
like
Yeah,
you
you're
can,
right.
yeah. So y'all already got a play-in tournament during the season. So
You
just
got the
like
NBA
you can,
Cup. Yeah, like you got the whole.
right? So like, so what are we doing? Like you can still go to less games because you got the NBA Cup.
Yeah, make the NBA Cup more. Just make the games fucking. I don't even know. Space the games out there because the don't. I'm pretty sure right now, like the last of the NBA game cup games just don't actually count towards anything. Like those
No,
stats just
not
disappear.
it don't. If the NBA, yeah, the NBA wants like the actual tournament for the NBA
Yeah,
Cup doesn't matter to the stats or anything like that, or
that's
the
just
games, or it
stupid.
doesn't go to the record. It doesn't go to nothing. So whoever won this year, the Bucks,
Yeah,
none of that shit mattered.
it just
That game
doesn't.
didn't count. It's just in the air. Other than just like, what are we
Except
doing?
for
Like
specifically if you look up NBA Cup stats, that's it. And
exactly.
that's where we're getting. You're getting into a silly thing. Perfect example. We'll dial it back a little bit. All Star Weekend. All Star Weekend
I didn't
was.
watch a soul of that.
I watched pretty much all of it, and that shit was. It was tough to watch. I have a fix to fix the All Star Weekend, and it goes back to what you were saying. Well, to what you was the opposite of what you were saying. I think have this shit like we at the fucking wreck, bro. Like roll the ball out there, have them play knockout for fucking team captains. Have them after that when once you get the captains, let them pick their teams, and then we do 3-on-3. Bam, done. That's the All Star game now. It's 24 y'all. It's 24 All Stars. You break it up into 8 teams of 3. You let
Right.
we play a little game of knockout. People will watch the best NBA players in the world play knockout. You know what I mean? Like you'll watch that versus the skills challenge. You know what I mean? Like something so simple. All right, now we got captains. Let y'all pick teams. That's intriguing now because now we sitting there watching these dudes pick their teammates or not pick their teammate, pick somebody else, and then you get a bunch of bullshit, and then we just watch fucking whatever it is, 4 games of 3-on. Well, it'll be more than that. Whatever, 6, 8 games, 7 games of 3 on
Right.
3 till somebody win. Bam, done.
Or they need to develop take away from what Asia Wilson did with Unrivaled
Yeah,
and like 3-on-3
it's
league and then the 1-on-1. But a lot of people said the dudes couldn't do 1-on-1
nah.
because ego and pride.
That's why I said 3 on
And
3
it's just
makes the
like
most sense. Like we got 8 teams of 3. Y'all just go through a little bracket, play to 11 on 2s and 3s. Those games, well, I guess you probably have to do more than that.
you got to 21.
21. Yeah, we'll play to 21, 2s and 3s, and then those games will go quick unless y'all really play. And then some of the games is going to be serious. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and then you just have a little tournament until we get a winner, and bam, you won. And then whoever wins that, you the MVP. We add all your shit up, and we just say, oh, you scored whatever. You scored 60 points. This is your stats count through the whole thing. So then you throw out the whole
I
people mad because
always
they can't get all-star stats now. Like that's gone
it's
too.
just like I always ran off of if it make too much sense, then it ain't gonna happen.
True. And now they about to have now they about to run the same shit back, but have an all-star snub team, the international team, the Rising Stars team, and then a USA team. That's fucking
Okay, but
stupid.
wait, but if you get an all-star snub team playing in the all-star game, are they really
What's
snubs?
exactly? That's my whole. That was why I said just do 3-on-3. That creates
That's
enough
dumb as
teams
fuck.
to have a
Don't
bunch of
wait. Don't
games.
tell me I'm not an all star.
But I
Then be
gotta
like,
play
hey,
in the
but
All Star game.
come play in the all star game against everybody else to show why you should have been an all star.
People just gonna say no unless you
No,
young. Yeah, you're just gonna
right?
say no. Of course.
I'm like, no. I'd rather sit on the sideline and chat up with this IG model right next to me.
Exactly. I'm going to
Like,
the
what are we
hotel
doing?
room. Are you crazy? I'm
Like,
going to
what are what?
the $1 million
Like,
Airbnb, bro. Like, what are you
right,
saying?
like it's dumb. I'm gonna get drunk and we'll get ready for the after party. Like, what are we fucking
Exactly.
doing
You
here? I'm
fucking
22
crazy?
years old. Like, like no, that's stupid
Exactly.
as fuck. Like, no, I'm not gonna get snubbed and then play.
It's silly, bro.
That's
Uh,
dumb as fuck.
let's go through some Mavs Lakers. Kyrie and Klay Thompson can't hold nobody.
Never. No, they. Clay's old, and Kyrie has never been really a dominant on ball defender.
I
Like, what are
don't
we
give a
doing here?
fuck what Kyrie can do in the clutch. I don't give a fuck how many times he crossed somebody up and hit a three, how dominant he could be. He can't hold nobody on the other end. Klay Thompson can't hold nobody on the other end and got locked up by Austin Reeves in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Clay's done. Clay is now shouldn't even be a featured player on nobody's team. He should just really be. He should take the Ray Allen role or the Mike Miller role from like the Heat teams, as in like,
Yeah.
bro, just come in and just a spot up shooter. You don't need to be trying to get off the ball and get a shot. None of that. We need a spot up shooter. Get your shot ready, and we need it.
Yeah. Now, the other question I wanted to ask, who plays who's the other wing player for the Mavericks? Who's the other starting wing? So it's Klay Thompson, and then who's the other one? Exactly. But somehow they a good team because I understand they got injuries. They got injuries to three bigs. Who's
Who?
the other wing? Can you tell me? I had to I was thinking about this the other day or earlier today and was like, "Damn, who was it?" So I looked it up and realized, "Oh, it's bad. Max Christie started, but he only played like 10 minutes." And then it was Najee Marshall.
Yeah,
Like, come
Najee
on,
Marshall. I thought
bro.
he was a big man.
Nah,
He
he's a
looked he
small forward. He's six
he.
six.
I was like, he looked big on TV.
Well, that's because everybody else is small. Dwight Powell, they center, he's 6'8". PJ Washington, 6'7". Like they
Wait,
didn't
you
have no
said
big. They don't have
Dwight?
nobody, bro. Why do we keep talking about
That
the
yeah,
Mavericks
because
are a good team?
they three literally they three best players are hurt.
Yeah, but all
Well,
they
obviously besides Kyrie,
but yeah.
but they're that literally like before even that trade happened, Lively and Gafford was a real big piece on their team. Like they was
Yeah.
literally like Gafford and Lively was what 8, 9, 10 boards a piece, 10 points a piece. Like split it. Like I
But
used to
here
bet on both of them, so I know.
but here's the
Like
thing, right? If they go into the play-in right now, they got to play the Kings. Who on the Mavericks can hold Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan right now?
nobody
Nobody. They
right
gonna
now.
get down.
Nobody. Yeah.
Who on the Mavericks can go into Golden State and hold Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, we already seen what just happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who on the Mavericks can go
I'm
into
not what look
Minnesota
right
and hold
like
Anthony Edwards?
right now. Like yeah, their guards are a liability, but
Nobody.
right, I'm not going off of I'm not going off of that. I'm going literally off of those three guys that's on the bench right now. Like that's how they live and die with those three guys on that bench. That's their defense and their boards and damn
I
near their
I
offense.
would be with you, but we can't. We can, but I can't look at it how we've been saying all these teams shoot threes and then say my team defensively is reliant on my bigs to get stops because you're not going to get stops on the perimeter
It's
then.
always that one awkward team that is just the opposite of everybody in the league,
True.
right?
I just don't
And
think the
they
Mavericks can do this the
when
right
you
way.
yeah, but when you trade that one guy who is like Luka is that you got to at this point you got to rely on something else totally opposite from the spectrum. When you trade somebody like Luka, you have to have something opposite of the spectrum
Yeah,
to make you different
I would
from
be with
everybody, and
you.
it really is what it is like that.
I would be with you if they had one wing defender. Like we're gonna be counting on Max
They really
Christie
thought. Yeah, right. I know,
in the
but still,
playoffs to hold
they really
Anthony
thought.
Edwards and Jimmy
Mm,
Butler and DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine. Or if you make it into the playoffs, now you're the 7th seed. Now you're holding SGA. You're holding Shea or Ja Morant.
he
No,
won't
you're
even play
not.
that long. He won't even play that long to even
You
hold
finna
them.
get cooked.
Like, yeah,
Y'all
well,
finna
yeah,
get
Max.
cooked.
Max Christie was getting cooked everywhere he go. Like
Yeah.
it's just like,
But it's like
I,
they are gonna get cooked. The West in particular. We talking about
yeah,
Shea, Ja Morant.
they're
Then you got Jamal Murray. Then you got Luka. And Harden still is the
well.
sixth
The thing
seed.
about it is, if all three of those guys come back, they what's the play-in matchup again? If all
The
three of them come
Kings.
back, what was
Well, I mean,
they're
they're 8, they're 9 right now. So they could be
so
it's Wolves, Warriors, Mavericks, Kings is the 4 people in the playing right now.
they would definitely have those three guys would definitely have to put the team on it. Like
You're hinging everything on Anthony Davis
and
playing well
Kyrie.
and being healthy.
And
Well, even
right.
if Kyrie plays good and stays healthy, if Anthony Davis isn't doing that, they're totally screwed.
Well, Anthony at this point, Anthony Davis has to be the go to guy. Like
No,
how
no
he was with
questions. Yeah.
no, he has to be how he was with the Pelicans,
Yep.
basically.
And you
Mm.
have to. There's like, but I don't
It
believe that. I don't believe he can
I,
truly be that anymore. I haven't seen it
I
for fucking how long? 7 years, 6 years. We haven't seen
he
it.
got and if he and but the thing about it is I think he can for one game, and that's all you need for the play
Yeah,
in.
one game at a time. Yeah, I
One
can see
well,
that.
so I don't see him in a 7 game series doing it,
Yeah,
but I can see them. I can
but
see him doing it for a play in game.
now here's the thing, right? So specifically, right now, where they at? The Kings,
Kings are trash.
but the
Sabonis,
Sabonis cooks Anthony Davis. He's like 10-1 in they last however
and
many
that's weird
games.
because he's like 7 inches shorter than him.
Exactly.
Like it's just like I'd be so weird that like it's just like how is this even possible?
I need to see what the. Let me see. Nope, not that one. Because it's sad. It's something crazy. 10-4 against Sabonis. Sabonis is 10-4 against Anthony Davis, and I'm pretty sure at probably two of those wins came this year.
No, they came last year too.
2024. No, I'm talking about the two of Anthony Davis's wins came from this year. Yeah,
Okay,
one
okay.
one was from December of this year.
Well, yeah, that because they sucked this year. And he probably was on the Lakers
Yeah,
then.
two of them were from when they played December this year. So he was 2-10 against Domantas Sabonis in his entire career. That's crazy. That's so
I don't even know
random.
how that is the most randomest shit. That's
Yeah.
like Tom Brady's record against Eli Manning. It's just like, what are we doing?
So now we're saying that's what I mean. Like the Mavs are just weird. They're weird. I don't like it. I don't like the Lakers are weird too in their own way because there's some problems that they have. Like Luka, Luka was killing in a certain way. I don't know, but they have their own weird thing. But I just keep hearing
It's
people
weird.
like,
It's
look how
only
tough they played the Lakers. They're
the
actually a
Lakers
good
are
team. It's
the
like
Lakers are only weird because it's Luka and LeBron, and we still trying to get used to basically the same players. It's like watching a young LeBron playing with an old LeBron.
yeah, true. It's just weird,
And
man.
it's just like, okay. And then you got AR who I don't know if he
Just
wants to handle the ball
he just doing his
or
own thing.
yeah, he's just like a
He just doing his
AR
own
be out
thing
there
over
just
there. Yeah,
out there hooping. Just
they
let
just
niggas
give him
be
the
out
ball
there
like here. We
hooping.
you take the possession. We've been just stand over here.
Right.
ISO. They did that like five
And
times.
then right, and then but he be getting a bucket though. Like it's just like
Yeah.
and he get a bucket. They don't. He's like, oh, my turn. Cool,
All
I
right,
got
cool.
you.
I got
And
y'all. Our
it's
cool little 19
and
real
then
quick.
right, and then here comes random ass Jackson Hayes, just like I'm here,
Couple lobs.
board
Yeah.
dunk, and just like what are we doing? And then Rui come out of nowhere, and then
Boy,
now Vanderbilt and Finney Smith wants to play defense, and
bruh.
just like
They play in a fucking
it,
zone. Also, which is
yeah,
weird to watch.
yeah, because you got LeBron and Luca on the court. You're
You
not
got
finna
to.
play man with both of them out there.
Yeah, because
But
when
then
they
you
did,
got,
he got
but
Luca
I,
got
but
cooked.
yeah, but Ali out of that zone, Luca plays better defense.
Yeah,
I
it's
literally saw him.
crazy.
I seen him like play help defense and get a couple blocks. I'm like, wait, when did Luca
Couple
start blocking
little
shots?
pass interceptions. He just popped in and just scooped the ball up just off vision. Like, yeah, I think he had 2 or 3 steals when they played. It was like, whoa, what the? You can do this?
Right.
Why didn't you
It's just
fucking
like,
do this in the playoffs last year, bro? You would have never went through none of this.
because the coach Jason Kidd wanted
Man
them to
up.
play man
Go hold
and
Jason
and
Tatum.
right, and JJ Redick was like, "No, we're
Nah,
playing zone."
you
Like,
can't go
but
hold
you know what
Jaylen Brown, bro. That's crazy.
I was watching that game the other day, and I was just like, am I really this old
No.
to be watching JJ Redick coach and Jason Kidd coach?"
Yes.
And I watched both of them playing. growing up. I said, are we
LeBron
at
James Jr.
LeBron?
is in the league.
Yeah, I said, are we really at this age now to where we actually watching players that we watched growing up actually on the sideline
Bro,
coach? It's just like,
LeBron's other son, is going to be in college next year.
I know.
He'll be in the league in 2027.
Yeah, he's gonna. If Bronny got drafted, Bryce is definitely getting drafted.
No, 2026. He will be eligible to be drafted in next year's NBA draft.
Because he's going to
2026.
Ohio State, right?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Okay.
So he's going to be in Arizona all this winter and be in the draft. This time next year, we're going to be talking about his Bryce James going to be taken in the first round. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, we old. It happened. It happened.
It did overnight.
It happens fast, boy.
I figured that out when people was like, this receiver is washed up. He's 30.
Yeah,
I'm like,
damn,
wait,
I'm 30.
I'll be 32. Like, what do you mean, like, washed up? Like, I still play flag and out here running receiver. Y'all saying he washed? What am I like?
Like, damn, I'm really fucked up then.
It's like, oh shit.
But you ain't playing against all 19-year-olds that's coming in doing the same shit you do it at the same. But I guess you are, yeah. But it's
I was about to say, wait,
you're not playing against the best of the best, like, athletes in the world at 19, 20 doing that shit. You know what I mean? That's where it makes a big difference. Like,
right.
Still, right now, you good. Like, you got good athletes, and you can still be a good athlete at 30. You ain't got to be one of the best in the world.
Right. One of the best that's just like, I got to keep my job. I got to get out here and run with these young boys.
I got to be one of the best walking the planet right now against.
Well, to be honest, you don't even have to be, and I've told people all this time, actually playing college sports and getting out of that high and things like that, you don't even have to be the best athlete. You just have to be a real good athlete, very coachable, and like it's not what you know, it's who you know too. Like half the time is, and then it's just like best. Some of these people just had better opportunities than other athletes. Like how many athletes you know that could have been to the league, but it's just like didn't have the opportunity.
Yeah, or just bad circumstances in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like the best.
Like everybody knows when you from the hood. Everybody knows one dude that was more. I know a couple of them, but like that was.
I played with a lot of
way more athletic than everybody else, but he just did something different. Just didn't stay in school or did whatever the fuck. Like, just life
I was literally I literally could have got drafted by I was on a draft board for the Royals, and I just dropped out of JUCO.
See. Shit like that, boy.
And it's just like, and I just went back to school. Then I went to the Army. Then I finished my last year playing college baseball when I was 25 years old.
And it's just
like it's just like that. It's like just like that. My opportunity went through the best. So it's just like, sometimes you make the wrong decision, or you never know. And then ego takes a lot. My ego killed me a lot when I was younger. So that's my issue. Like, so everybody had their own issue.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I don't think they the best athletes. I think they just the best athletes that made do with what they had and things like that. So,
yeah, true.
Obviously, LeBron was the best. Like, I would say.
I know one thing. Them young dudes definitely got more wind than most of the 30-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
Just from life, you just got too much fucking energy. Like,
oh, yeah. That 19, regardless of how good of an athlete.
What athlete, you just got way more energy in life.
Sometimes I look and be like, man, I can't do that shit I remember when I was 19, I'd do it, but I remember going to the gym at 8 a.m. and not leaving until about 4, playing like 100 pickup games.
Boy, you ain't
bro,
gonna be able to
if I go
back tomorrow,
I go to the gym. I'm going at 8. If I'm hooping, I'm leaving at 10. I play 4 games. I'm like, I'm cool, bro. I'm about to go get me another coffee and sit up and watch the game. Like, what are we doing?
If not, I'm gonna be taking a fucking nap.
I won't be able to go to work tomorrow.
I'm about to say, my back gonna be tight, knees sore. Like, shit. I need some ice. That's funny though.
Shit.
Let's dip in. We can. I don't know. The drafts. It's like the opposite. The drafts suck. I was more interested in the draft last year than NBA. Now that's flipped. This draft,
Yeah, I
I
don't.
Shedeur, Cam
Whatever.
Ward.
Whatever.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't think either
I
of them
gotta
are
dig.
awesome.
No, I gotta dig more deeper. Like, cause I haven't really tuned into football much after the Chiefs lost.
It's rough. It was a dark time.
So
It was a dark
yeah,
time for us.
so I gotta dig more. Maybe we gotta take another week off and let me dig and let me watch this draft, this
The
combine.
combine, yeah,
And but I really don't like the combine because what am I going to measure people off what they ran a 4? Ooh, he's going to be a good pick because he ran a 4.8 at an offensive line. I don't give a shit.
yeah,
Like I want to. I watched enough college football to where I don't need to watch the combine to see who's good or not. Like
yeah,
I know who the good players are, and it's just basically where they fall. To be honest, like I know Tennessee got the number one pick. Are they gonna keep it or are they gonna trade down? I'm still trying to figure out if they're gonna do that because you said who's gonna be the number one pick. I don't know. What is Tennessee doing?
yeah.
I don't think nobody's fighting for Cam
No,
or Shedeur right now,
I don't
and
think
it's
anybody
like
cares about the number one pick. That's what's crazy.
no,
It
that's
could
where we
be.
at.
It's probably.
Like
I don't know.
to the point where
Yeah,
to the point where homeboy from Penn State could definitely get that surgery and still go number one, and
yeah.
teams will let him sit out a year.
Abdul Carter. Yeah,
Yeah, you'd be like, you can sit. We're still picking number one and just sit out a year.
yeah.
That's how
That's
bad
crazy.
this draft quarterback class I guess
Who is
is
it?
to say.
The left tackle. There's a left tackle in the draft. He's the best. He's rated the best left tackle, and then people are like, "Yeah, but he might be a guard though." That's how bad this draft is. The best left tackle in the draft, like he might be a guard though. We don't like his arms are a little short. He's a little small. Like he might just be a great left guard instead.
Can't really kick out real
Yeah,
quick and
it's like
like
that's where we at right now. Like Travis Hunter, number one, maybe
I forgot all. See, I forgot all about
he gonna be
that. Like,
top
it's just like
three if the
he is,
quarterbacks
but
don't go. Like he'll be top three.
so who's the top three picks? Is what Tennessee, New England, and the Jets, right? Or
Uh,
Jags?
I don't
No,
know.
that's
Hold on.
what is the top three? Tennessee, the Patriots is three.
Raiders,
Raiders.
Raiders three or two? No, Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants, New England, Jacksonville, Vegas. So, Titans, Browns, Giants. Oh,
And then none of them need a quarterback. Like I guess I don't think
Cleveland.
Cleveland's drafting a quarterback. I don't think they're drafting a
They
quarterback.
all need a quarterback.
Yeah, but I think they all gonna go veteran. If you ask
Ugh.
me,
Are the Giants going to take a black quarterback?
no, they're gonna take Kirk Cousins.
So then, who the fuck do they draft?
And I'm still trying to figure out who the
Uh,
Rams is letting Matthew Stafford test the waters. So
yeah,
now everybody's trying to figure
they're
out
trying
where
to
he
trade
go
him.
before they. You're right. And so just like no, he's a free agent. I thought.
I thought they're trying to trade him. He's still under contract for like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, so they're trying to figure out where he go before everybody try to figure. So it's just like a lot of stuff behind. Nobody know what the Steelers are going to do with Russell and Justin Fields.
Where's Aaron Rodgers going? Right?
Exactly. So it's just like Cam and
What the
Shedeur got to figure
fuck?
before all that. Like Aaron Rodgers could easily go to the Giants. Just like
Yeah.
I'm going across the bridge and going to the
I'm
Giants.
stay here in New York. Yeah, they don't want a black quarterback, so they're just gonna let me run the team.
Right. And the Giants is dumb enough to do it too.
Probably. But just
And then 10
draft a black quarterback, man. That's crazy.
and
If they
then
go
wait,
with Will Levis, yes, that people are talking
what
about Tennessee sticking with Will Levis and just
I
saying,
was just about to say
yeah,
that.
I
And
already know
then
the way
like
your face, the face you already knew. Yes, people are talking about they
you
might
you
just
know
stick
who
it
Will
out.
Levis, you know who I'm about to treat Will Levis like, right?
Zach Wilson too.
Yes,
Yep.
that is that like he is like he's
He's
like
might
him
be
is like
worse because he made his decisions are way worse than just throwing the ball out of bounds. Like
I
Zach
just
Wilson
don't
would just run and throw the ball out of bounds. Like
I just don't like Will Levis is trash. Like what are we doing? Is this what we do? Is this what we're doing?
yeah,
This is what we're about to do.
teams are. I think we're in just an era where teams. This shit is getting
We
so
traded
smart. It's
Malik
dumb.
Wilson for that.
Shit
Okay.
is getting so
Somebody who can
smart.
at
It's
least
dumb.
run the ball
No,
and
nope. Malik Willis out there winning 4 or 5 games for the
I
fucking
literally
Packers.
that quick. I just made my mind up. I don't like
uh,
Will Levis.
oh,
I don't
I
like
couldn't
him.
tell. I didn't know that. Oh shit!
I don't like. I just don't like. I,
But yeah,
if
that's
Tennessee
ooh.
if Tennessee don't draft Cam or Shedeur number one, then I would forever hate Will Levis. Like I don't know what else to say.
I'm gonna pull up a random. This is a random mock draft. All right, they got Cam Ward going 1 to the Titans. That makes sense. Abdul Carter to the Browns. Shedeur to the Giants. Travis Hunter to the Patriots. That would be okay. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Well, that's the only one. No, the Browns picking up Abdul Carter makes sense because Myles Garrett asked for a
Once
trade,
out, yeah.
so that makes sense. But the fact that teams feel forced to draft a quarterback, that the best quarterback, top 5 picks, blows my mind. Don't it do it blow your like every year? I've always thought like you don't have to do it.
Yeah,
You can suck another year
yeah, true.
and just get other pieces, and then just like what are like
No, but that's what nobody's thinking of that, bro. Like,
yeah. I feel like these teams feel forced they have to do it. It's just like no, you don't.
you don't have to. Yeah, just kick the can down the road.
Yeah, it's just like go pick the best available player.
Mm-hmm.
You got the number one pick, and you get not even the best available player. You just go quarterback
That's
and
where
the
we
best
at
available
because we've gotten so we're trying to be with the quarterback position is so valuable that you just have to take the bet. We watched this happen. Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis were not first round quarterbacks. They just weren't. Neither was Will Levis was also that same draft, right?
yeah, yes,
Those were not first round quarterbacks. We're
no,
2 years removed, and now we are certain none of those guys are starters, let alone should have been taken the first round. So you would have thought people would have learned then, or with dude from the 49ers, Trey Lance. You would have thought people would learn. Let's not take a flyer on a guy that we don't know if he's how good he is or not at 1. Caleb Williams, his freshman year, people were like that guy's going to be a number 1 pick. He came in, he's showing he didn't play great, but he showed
right,
talent. He's a starter. You know what I mean?
right,
Like he is for sure. However good or bad you think he is, he's a starter. Jaden
right.
Daniels, a starter. Drake
Starter,
May, a starter. Like
right.
for
Michael
sure.
Penix even a
Michael,
starter.
yeah. But it's like we get in some of these drafts, and it's like we don't know. We don't even know if Cam Ward or Shedeur is good. There's people that
Right,
are
and
saying if J.J. McCarthy was in this draft, he would
he would be
hands
number one.
down be the number 1
Be
pick
number one pick.
easily.
Exactly.
So then, and what are we saying then? Like, so what are we saying? Like Cam Ward and Shedeur, are they really starters?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like just
Like,
because
are
they
they?
social media
Yeah,
things and all this other stuff, like I don't care. Like
but they're the
we
only
we not.
quarterbacks to take. What other quarterback you taking?
I don't care. None.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
doing? I'm drafting one in the 4th round, and I'm sitting them
and
behind
hoping it
somebody
works.
and just doing right. It's just like no, I'm just gonna build my team accordingly, and then I'm gonna go into free
Ugh.
agency and get a
Do
quarterback.
you know who the next 2 quarterbacks on this mock draft going off the board are?
Let me guess. Not Penn State's quarterback.
Ooh,
Texas quarterback.
no. How you not even say your boy? He's farther down.
I said Texas quarterback. What you said? That is
Texas,
my boy.
Quinn Ewers. Yeah, no, he's in the hundreds.
I'd rather have Quinn.
He's 4th round. Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, and then
That
Jalen
is my boy.
Milroe.
That is not my boy, but I fuck.
Jackson
That
Dart is
is
cool, but
that I fuck with Jackson Dart,
he's the
but
second round pick. Like, is Jackson Dart like is Shedeur and Cam
I just
Ward
like
that
his
much better
name.
than Jackson Dart
I
though?
just like his name. That
Jackson
Dart.
Dart was
Jackson.
solid.
Yeah, he can run.
Yeah,
He's like,
I mean he threw
but
for
Jalen.
basically the same stats as Cam Ward, damn near.
See that, and that's what I'm saying. Somebody like I wouldn't mind drafting 2 players in the first and second round that I really need, and getting Jackson Dart in the 3rd
Yeah,
or the 4th,
well, second
like something like
probably.
that.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Or Quinn Ewers in the 4th round. Yeah, like take a flyer on Quinn. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love that. I'm not drafting Quinn Ewers.
Hey, same. See, you see how
I'm
we in the
sorry, I'm
same
not
boat?
drafted
It's funny
Quillier.
because if
It's
somebody was
like
talking about drafting Hunter Dickinson, I would say the same thing. He's got to
I'm
fuck off
sorry.
of my team, bro. No, absolutely not.
He broke my heart so much. I had to ride with him because it was Texas. It's just like, but it's like I'm not drafting. I'm
I'm
sorry,
not
like,
riding with shit. Fuck that big
but
goofy.
no. But Milroe reminds me so much of an off-brand Jalen Hurts. It just
Yeah,
I can't do it.
that's a really good comparison. He's
It's,
also
and it's
23 or 24 years old. He's
yeah, no,
23.
I'm okay. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's another
So
weird
no,
thing that's been happening a lot. Like, why are we taking these guys so high, and they're like 5th year guys? When did that start happening again? Where it was like this was okay to do, like take 5th year guys. Like that just seems wrong.
especially fifth year guys who didn't look like
Didn't look
they
great. Like you
right.
didn't
It's just like
dominate. Yeah.
you
Like the
didn't
fuck.
kill like you were supposed to in the fifth year.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
need a
like
5th year. You should be
it sounds
destroying
like you need a
guys.
sixth year, my guy.
And they're
Like
like,
it's
oh,
like
it's the S. Well, for like Milroe, and you were just like, it's the SEC. These are the exactly. You think they finna go to the league and light it up now, playing the same people they was playing for the past five
you know
years?
the only thing I hope is the year of the running back. I hope this is the year of the running back draft. Like Gentry, Junkins, my fault.
Yeah, yeah.
Henderson, um, receive. It's a couple good receivers coming out. Colorado got a few receivers in the that's gonna be in the draft that I think could be decent.
Bro,
Uh,
they
I
got
heard
one. They just have Genty being drafted in the first round. The next quarterback or the next running back on here
should be
isn't till the
Junkins, right?
50. No. Omarion Hampton, but I heard of him. He nice. He's nice.
Hampton from
North Carolina.
okay.
Yeah, he nice.
North
Big
Carolina
big
always be
running
having
back.
Hampton. North Carolina be pushing out some running backs low key.
Yeah. And then it's Henderson, then Caleb Johnson from Iowa. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who the fuck
Yeah,
that is. Judkins
Henderson
is
is
3rd round.
no way. That's a steal.
Hey, Chiefs.
That's a that's a steal in the
Grab him
third.
in the second if he's still there. One of those. We need something.
Henderson's a real good running back too. Like those two Ohio State backs are real good. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, that shit.
I mean, what about the? Was it? Didn't Penn State? Is he not coming back? Coming out? Penn State running back?
Let
Uh,
me see.
Keytron Allen,
Yeah. No, he's a
sophomore.
sophomore.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought he was a red shirt sophomore.
Let me see. Oh no, he's a junior.
Basically, a red shirt sophomore.
Maybe he just. Yeah, I guess he's staying. Yeah.
He's staying. Okay, that's a good move. Then he might be a first, second rounder next year if he stay.
Hold on. Let
Penn
me.
State must have offered him $2 million. He said, oh, "I'm gonna make more here than the NFL." Okay.
Let me see if he. Cause I know
They had
Drew
two running
Aller too.
backs.
They were talking about Drew Aller would have been a 2nd round, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just stay."
See, yeah, because I
And you
thought
know what?
Drew Allen would have. I would, to be honest, I probably would have over Cameron Shedeur. Drew Allen, I don't know.
Mel
He
Kiper
ain't too
had
far behind
Katron
him.
Allen ranked as his 5th or 6th running back coming out, which would have put him in the 4th round.
I don't fucking with Milk.
But I'm just saying, so that's why and we're getting to a weird spot too, bro. Like the NIL, I think is fucking shit up. It's fucking shit up because why would I go be a 4th, 5th round pick
And I can stay and make the same money.
or make way more?
Exactly.
If I'm
And then if I
like,
don't pan out in the NFL, I got money backing me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
so
It's basically, yeah.
we're cooked. It's cooked. Yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with that sad draft talk about this weird draft. We'll come back with some more draft thoughts, some more NBA thoughts, but yeah, we still got a little sad residual from the Super Bowl, I think.
This is. I mean,
Oh, did you know Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback now?
Okay, cool. Uh, so is Will Levis, I heard. So anyway,
That was disrespectful. Come on now.
So that's what we finna do now. This is the argument. Who are we? I don't. Who are we gonna argue with right now? But do I need to pull up the Geno Smith and Jalen Hurts combos for the first 47 games? And I
No.
think Geno is killing them. Other than Super Bowl appearances, obviously, because that's what people gonna pull up because that's all they care
The
about
Chiefs suck, but
when they
Jalen Hurts
losing.
beat the Chiefs. That's why he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that make
Yep.
sense?
Yep. You only use the Chiefs when it helps your
Yeah,
narrative.
they suck,
Good.
but when he
Uh
beat them, they were the best. So that means he's good, but they not good.
huh. Yep.
I don't know how that works, but
Makes sense to me.
I hope you guys enjoyed this show as much as we enjoy bringing it to you, and we will be happier and another week removed from the Super Bowl loss next week. So
Trav back.
he's back, yeah. Veach.
Trav back. We signed. We franchise tag Trey Smith.
Yeah,
So
Veach getting you got to reach deep into the bottom of that bag and figure something out with this draft.
yeah,
We need another
but
winner in
we'll talk
2023.
about that close. We got a month to the draft, so we'll actually wait 2 months, right?
Yeah,
April
2 months.
20
The end of
something, about
April.
two
Yeah.
months. Yeah, so we got 2 months to just deep dive, deep dive.
So enjoy, everybody, and we will see you later.
Peace.
I forgot I had to pull the shit up to stop it.